Hi, mommies. I've just finished making a video for your children. I was a butterfly and I was flying around trying to show them how to calm their emotions. But actually, I'm not a butterfly. I'm not even English. I'm a middle-aged mom trying to get through all of this craziness. And I'm guessing, just like me, you may have days where you're wondering the best way to handle all of this. So I'm not going to pretend to have all the answers, but what I will do is give you some movement exercises that you can do for yourself and with your children, just to calm you down. And secondly, to get your body moving, right? I think we're all sort of stuck inside a lot of times, or maybe not stuck, but we're inside more than we definitely have been. There's been tons of research that shows that our emotions affect our body in a bigger way than once thought before. I was able to learn that when I'm feeling stressed, there are parts of my body I actually clench, and I didn't even realize I was doing it. I've got to get the rainbow out of my head, and then we can move on. So I'm going to show you the first little exercise to try to find those specific spots on your body, and it's different for everyone. But once you sort of locate that, then it's easier for you to go through your body step by step and relax those parts. So I'm going to walk you through a little exercise, and this is more of a relaxation technique, sort of meditative, and then we can do some stretches and move. So if you're on your backs, what I like to tell people is to imagine that you're in a safe place, wherever that may be. It can be in your bed, it can be somewhere as a child, it can be somewhere made up. It could be at the beach, in the sand, whatever feels like a really safe place, safe space for you. And then you're gonna lie down on your back. Just comfortable position, eyes closed. And the first thing I do is take about 5 deep breaths. So we're in and out. And in and out, and in, and out, and one more, in, and out. Okay, so then what I ask people to do is imagine that there is a laser. It's a horizontal laser, right? And it's gonna start at the top of my head, and it's a warm laser. It has a glowing golden light. As it goes down my body, each muscle that it touches is going to completely let go and relax. And you can even visualize sort of the strength and the straightness of the muscles that then sort of goes bleh, right? Just falls down, let gravity help, and sort of think of your body as sinking into the ground. So we start at the top of our heads, and you're still lying on your back, eyes closed, arms down by your side, and we'll start at the top. And that laser is just going to start at the top of our head, and each muscle that it touches is going to feel its warmth, and is going to slowly relax and just melt down into the ground. It's a safe feeling, it's a warm feeling. Then as you go past your eyebrows and your eyes, that tension, even sometimes at the back of my eyes, I feel tension. And that tension is gonna release down through right here on the side of your jawbones where you clench maybe at night. You can even open your mouth a little if you want. It's all going to start melting down into the ground. As we move down through our body, you'll get through your neck. Allow your bones to feel heavy. Allow your spine to sink into the ground. Then an important spot where many of us hold tension, our shoulders. Maybe another deep breath. Feel that warm laser going through the top of your shoulders, down to your upper chest, really feeling that release through your body. Then we're gonna go through our chest, rib cage. Often there's a lot of tension held in our bellies. So let's take maybe another couple deep breaths. And if you put your hands here and take a breath so that your fingers are spreading apart, you know that you're really filling up as much as you can. So in our tummy, I want you to imagine your intestines, your muscles, everything softening, melting, and getting heavy. The lower back, all those bones are heavy and pulling down into the floor. Then we move through our hips and our thighs, and this is where I really hold my tension. So we try to take another deep breath and unclench. Try to release, and you may have to go back up and re-release and keep reminding your body to feel heavy and grounded and safe. The warm light continues to go down through your knees, the back of your kneecap, your shins, the back of your calf, your ankle. Sometimes I get those aches in my ankle and my tired feet. And now my entire body is heavy and warm. My bones are heavy onto the floor. My muscles are melting down. And then take a minute and just be there. Maybe even 5. Just breathe. I'm not gonna hold the 5 minutes because we only have a short time together. But you can do that when you're falling asleep. You can walk your children through that exercise. Instead of telling them about the laser, maybe you can see there's sand being poured down into your body and it makes you heavy. Something that would relate for them. And you can do it together and they will feel the tension leaving your body, maybe as you're holding hands and you're lying together for them to go to bed. It's a great exercise. Now some other things that I like to do if my child is feeling panicked or stressed, having a temper tantrum. One of the first things to try to do is start asking questions, and it's a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the first one is, tell me 5 things you can see. And it might take them a while, but just anything. 5 things you can see. Well, right now I can see the wood. I can see the sky. I can see the flowers. I can see my ladder that I have my Zoom video posted on. And I can see the reflection of my computer. 5 things. Then go through and ask your child, what are 4 things you can hear? Well, I can hear the cicadas. I can hear the wind blowing. I can hear the cars passing by. And I can hear the air conditioner. 4 things. Then we're gonna go to 3. What are 3 things you can smell? I can smell the air. I can smell the flowers behind me. I can smell the fresh cut grass. Okay. Now, what are 2 things you can taste? I can taste the toothpaste I just used. I can taste the salt on my lips. Okay. And what is 1 thing you can feel? I can feel the ground on my feet that I'm standing on. So what that does is stops a person's brain who's in the middle of a panic state and relocates them to a safe space where they realize, I am here. I am not in a panic situation. And whether that's because they fell and got a boo-boo, or they're angry about something, or they can't get their shirt to stop itching them, it refocuses and allows a person, a child, all the way through adults, to realize where they are and to feel safe. The other exercise I really like is the breathing technique. Again, you can put something on their tummy, and as you breathe, it should go up and down. So they're trying to move up and down, right? And that'll relax and sort of calm down. Then just movement is a really big force in helping people to connect mentally and to calm down. So I like to go through isolations and just play with the kids in my classes and say, hey, can you just move your head just by itself? Move your head. And we don't need a lot of space to do this. They can go up and down. They can be side to side, and be silly with them. Show them bobbleheads, right? Then say, hey, can you move your shoulders all by themselves? Up and down, or maybe roll them back. right? Maybe try one at a time. Then you could move to the center and say, can you just move just the middle part of your body? Let's move it together all the way around. And then the hips, we're gonna really stretch them out. There you go. You can do hula hoop circles with just your hips. Make sure you get both sides. And then your legs, so they can practice marching all the way around. I don't have to be anywhere except right here in my spot. Then, can you isolate their feet? And your hands. Good. And then finally, I really like this one. I like to have them pretend that they're inside of a really big pumpkin and that they have to use their body parts to carve out the gunk inside of the pumpkin, okay? You have to be silly with them. So here we are. My pumpkin is this big, and have them jump out. That's as big as their pumpkin is as well, right? This is called their Kinesphere. It's the area around their body that they can move in. So tell them to stay inside of their pumpkin, and then they can start with their hands and carve all of the stuff out. And remember, the pumpkin is above and below you. And we're gonna use both hands all around us, right? The hands are easy, but then it's really fun to use different body parts. So maybe we can try our elbows and carve the side of our pumpkin and the bottom and the top all around. Then the head is also a really fun one. So use your head to carve all around the inside of your pumpkin. Yeah. And finally, your hips. Ew, get all that stuff off the side, and it's below you and behind you. Stretch your body. So that's pretty fun. Big, big, big stretch out. Deep breaths. And then I like to end in having everyone give themselves a big hug. So I know as a mom or caregiver, sometimes there are days right now that are not easy. Know that we're all feeling that. None of us got instructions on how to do this, especially in the middle of a pandemic. Hopefully, just moving around, being silly with them will help a little bit. And if you have questions, I'm sure you can probably find a way to get in touch with me through the library. Wishing you all the very best. Let's be kind to each other. Thanks. Bye.